A 4-yard touchdown run by Cody Schrader, the Division II transfer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Earning Our Stripes. You heard right there, touchdown, Missouri Tigers, Cody Schrader, one of the 2 rushing touchdowns the Tigers had on the day. I'm Brock Gorton.
And I'm Benjamin Duncan.
And we're joined by a non-believing
Hi, guys.
sinner.
Go Red.
Yeah, definitely don't say that on this podcast. Tommy Haley, a Nebraska Cornhuskers fan, has joined us for this one. As the Missouri Tigers, well, sorry about last week. We tried to record the Florida game one, but
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, fate intervened and had other plans for us. Ben, how you doing?
I am doing all right. Could be better, but we're all right. We're here.
Doing about the same the Tigers are. Yeah. 2-4 is not a great place to be, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Tommy? Eating a chicken sandwich over there. As a Nebraska fan's just looking down upon us thinking peasants. Pretty much, aren't you?
I mean, no. I mean, where we are right now, we suck. We finally fired Scott Frost a couple weeks ago, so that was nice. But, you know.
All right. Ben, let's get right into the Florida game. Tigers fall 24-17 on Florida's homecoming in the Swamp. Give us a little breakdown of the stats, and then we'll select our MVP of the week this week for the Tigers.
All right, stats. So, it was not Brady Cook's day. He was, in terms of completions and everything, he was 22 of 30, which isn't bad by any means for 220 yards. But he had 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions thrown, with one of those being a pick six, giving him a quarterback rating of 38.2. In terms of rushing, we had it pretty good on the ground. Nathaniel Pete, 20 carries for 117 yards, averaging 5.9 yards per carry, which is great, and I will take that any day of the week, with a singular rushing touchdown. Cody Schrader, one of our personal favorites, had 8 carries for 17 yards and a rushing touchdown.
The best.
And Brady Cook had 14 carries for 16 yards.
Tommy, your thoughts on hearing that for Mizzou?
Seems pretty good. I didn't watch the game, so.
2 picks by Brady Cook, that pick six. That was the real dagger in the game, honestly.
Yeah, and it was pretty early, too.
It was. Nathaniel Pete, MVP of the week this week for the Tigers?
I didn't go over receiving, but I mean, overall, yeah, Nathaniel Pete for sure.
Easily. 20 carries, 117 yards, and a tutty. That's MVP.
Yeah.
Last week, the Georgia won. It was Mevis. It was Mevis. No one else could have gotten MVP. So, Tigers fall.
In terms of our receivers, Mookie Cooper, 4 receptions for 58 yards. Dominic Lovett, 4 receptions, 39 yards. The freshman, Mekhi Miller, only had 2 receptions, but 38 yards. And both of those just absolute great catches on the sideline.
Have a day, young man.
Oh, 100% for sure.
God.
He had as a freshman, barely getting any playing time. That was great.
Yeah, it'll help when Luther gets a little bit healthier, which thankfully the bye this past week, hopefully that helps a lot with it, but I don't know. Georgia, we both had Mizzou beating Georgia, or beating Florida. It is what it is, but as we've stated previously, we still both have Mizzou going to a bowl game.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 2-4 right now. But
Cody Schrader had 3 receptions, 31 yards. Kowski Dove, 2 receptions, 21 yards. A limited Luther Burden had 5 receptions for 20 yards. And then Nathaniel Pete and Tyler Stephens both had 1 reception for under 10 yards. defensively, the only real standouts were tackle leader Isaiah McGuire. Then we had DJ Coleman with a sack. And then, where's it at? Interception by Dalen Carnell.
The secondary has definitely improved from what we thought it would be this year. We were afraid it was going to be the weakness, but they've turned it around. They need to for homecoming this week.
Yeah, Mevis was perfect on the day. He only kicked 1 field goal and 2 extra points, but perfect, still good, especially coming off the game against Georgia. Florida, on the other hand, their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, was 8 of 14, only threw the ball 14 times, 66 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Their run game is what really killed Mizzou, but Montrell Johnson Jr. had 8 carries, 86 yards, for averaging over 10 yards a carry and a touchdown. And Trevor Etienne with 10 carries and 83 yards. As I said, there was only 66 receiving yards all game, so the only real thing that stood out was Ricky Pearsall, 1 reception, 9 yards for a touchdown. Florida defensively, standout players, Ventrell Miller, tackle leader with 11, followed by Amari Burney with 8. Then there was 4 different Florida players that got a sack. And Brady Cook's kryptonite freshman corner, Jaden Hill for Florida, had both interceptions, and with one of those being the pick 6. And then Florida's kicking was honestly very bad. He was, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Adam was 1 for 3 on field goals, but 3 for 3 on extra points.
So again, Mizzou falls 24-17. Vanderbilt this week, but before we talk about the Vanderbilt game, we got some other news to help break it up a little bit. Starting with November 6th, Mizzou Wrestling. I love talking about Mizzou Wrestling. Let's go, Mizzou Wrestling. They have a duel November 6th at the softball stadium. They're taking on Lindenwood College, a fellow Missouri college. Ben unfortunately said he cannot attend, so it's a shame. Ben, I do believe you also have something in your possession over there that we said that you were going to taste test a while ago. And this is the main reason that Mr. Tommy Haley has stuck around.
Indeed. Need to hurry up and leave soon so I can get gas.
So, Mr. Ben, if you will present to everyone what you have in your possession there. And it's not drugs.
Definitely not drugs. I've already seen what this is, and it's not drugs.
So, go ahead, Ben.
All right, folks. But I have in my possession the Luther Burden chip.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Vienna of St. Louis Red Hot Riplets ridged potato chip, honey barbecue flavor with Luther Burden on it.
This is the moment of truth here, people.
Is it time, gentlemen?
It is time.
Money shot.
You should get some ASMR. Get it up close to the mic and ruffle it up. Can't hear it.
No.
Yeah. Let's see what it smells like, though.
Like a chip.
Smells all right. I mean, there's no real smell to it, honestly. Well, I guess I could have treated the bag a little better when opening it.
Yeah, you could have. You just ripped his bicep. He just ripped his bicep.
Harrison, cut him in half.
No!
I'll get it.
He's our first 5-star in a long time.
We'll get another bag in a little bit.
Get another bag when I'm there.
Test for Tommy. There's what the chip looks like, folks.
Looks like a sour cream and cheddar ruffle.
Very nice audio.
It tastes like definitely. Definitely tastes like honey barbecue. Let's see.
Let's get a rating out of 5 stars. Nope, it's not picking it up for whatever reason.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not
well.
doing it.
Oh well.
Rating out of
Very
5
crunchy.
stars. What are we giving it?
I'd give it 5 out of 5. It's a really good honey barbecue chip.
All right, there you go. So if you're anywhere in the Columbia area, go pick up your Luther Burden chips.
Very good. I'll have to pick some up for Brock before he gets here.
I'll pick it up Thursday when I get there for Tennessee Takeover, which, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tommy Haley over here to, well, as you see at my right, but on the screen it's also my right. He has stated that he would love to go to the Tennessee game with us.
But I cannot. But I cannot.
In fact,
Because of-
I think we have an exclusive clip of Mr. Haley saying M-I-Z-Z-O-U, and I'm going to put that in right
Don't
here.
take that out of context. Do not take that out of context.
Too late. It's already been played.
Do not take that. The Missouri faithful, that clip was taken out of context.
As
Because
we...
the way they were doing it, according to BTT, Brock was saying M-I-Z, and then there was a pause because I wasn't going to say it, and then Ben just comes out of nowhere and says it nonchalantly.
And then
Ben's
you also
words, not
said
mine.
it.
Says it.
You also said it while
so-
laying back. You also said it while
Right,
laying
when
back.
I was saying how Ben, I was like, look, I like how Ben says it so nonchalantly.
Yeah, well, you still said
These
it.
chips are busting. I'm digging into this bag now.
It is now time to play, Ben, everyone's favorite game, Over-Under. So, the breakdown
Let's
here
go.
for the season leaders. First for Vanderbilt. Their leading passer is their quarterback, A.J. Swan. 953 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions this year. On the ground for Vanderbilt, it is Ray Davis, the senior out of San Francisco, California. 120 carries, 536 yards, 4 touchdowns. And for receiving for the Commodores, it's Will Shepard, 38 receptions, 497 yards, 8 touchdowns. For your Tigers, Brady Cook, 100 for 171, 1,217 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Nathaniel Pete, 76 carries, 379 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. And still your leader for the Tigers, Dominic Lovett, 31. Receiving yards, 31 receptions, 490 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ben, over-under time. We will start with Vanderbilt. Over-under 29 points. Under. The Missouri Tigers, 37 passing attempts. Under. You think they're going to pound the rock a lot more?
Oh, yeah.
Considering that's been the strong suit?
The way how Pete handled the Florida game, oh, yeah.
Over-under 39 points for the Tigers, a.k.a. the average allowed number of points allowed by the Vanderbilt defense.
Did you say 39 points?
39 is what Vanderbilt averages giving up.
I will take over.
And finally, total yards. Tigers, 374.
Over.
It is now time for score predictions. Currently, the line is Mizzou minus 14. Me and Ben, if you heard it on BTT, we both have the Tigers because it's homecoming. So the final over-under will actually be the attendance. Over-under 50,000 fans.
Over.
You think it's going to be another Georgia situation? Tommy? Over under 53 points scored in this game. Since you're a resident gambler.
This would be before I have to leave here, so this will be the last thing. It's nice being here and all that. So I will leave this off, and I will say under.
Under 53 points scored by both teams. Interesting.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us, Tommy. I'm glad that you got your burning question answered about if those potato chips taste good or not.
Yep. And I have one more thing.
Oh, God.
Go Big Red!
Ben, it's now time for score predictions. Are you ready, sir?
I'm looking at Winspedia, and it's weird because all time we've had 9 wins, 1 tie, and then 4 losses to Vanderbilt. But it's really weird because like there's all the recent games like once we joined the SEC and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we played and lost to Vanderbilt here in Columbia in 1958, and then we beat Vanderbilt in back-to-back years in 1895 and 1896.
So look at the last 10 matchups then.
Yeah, but the 1896 game was played in St. Louis. Interesting.
Mizzou played a lot of games in St. Louis that year, like those first few years. But Ben, need a score prediction. We both have the Tigers winning.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going Mizzou 45, Vanderbilt 20.
A 25-point win for the Tigers?
Wait, give me a second.
45 to 20 would be...
I said over 39 points.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So that would be correct. I'm going Mizzou 42, Vanderbilt 24. I feel like that's about right for Vanderbilt. That's about what the Mizzou defense has given up. So, God, you're just loving those chips, aren't you?
Dude, they're so good.
Did we actually just find Ben's new addiction?
Shoot, this would be a good one. Maybe I can get Luther Burden to sign an actual bag.
Ooh, that'd be wild. Maybe we could get Luther Burden on the podcast. That'd be something else.
Bro, that'd be nuts.
So, that's all that we have for Earning Our Stripes this week. A little bit of a bridged one, but, or do you have more?
I do have more.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead. Is it marching band update time?
It is.
Oh, well, go ahead then, sir.
First, it was announced last week, but as a band, we do know our placement for where we will be in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And we've been sworn to secrecy because we cannot announce it until November 1st when the news article comes out.
Okay.
But we know where our place is in the parade. So that's really exciting. And with the Vanderbilt game being homecoming this weekend, we do have some friends from Vanderbilt that will actually be coming to the game.
Oh.
Vanderbilt's band is only 93 members, but like compared to our 350. But 80 of those said 93 players will be coming to the game.
So 13 get to stay home?
Well, the reason that not all 93 are coming is because those 13 are in the wind ensemble there at Vanderbilt, and they have a concert that exact same day as the game, and so they have to be there for that class. But
and how many does Mini Mizzou take to road games? 50? Okay. So Vanderbilt's just bringing their entire band that can come.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mizzou takes, a sixth or a seventh of the possible that could come?
But what's pretty cool is that for part of our halftime show, both us and Vanderbilt, we will be performing together on the field for halftime. Both our uniforms are black and gold. It'll be cool. I'm excited. Get to meet a bunch of Vanderbilt band kids.
Yeah.
We're all there to support band kids. Support band kids. I mean, it's not like it's the football team or anything where they're always like, no, not the bit to go at each other. But it'll be fun to meet more band people. But I mean, and they're only on the field. They'll be only performing half of halftime with us, because in the other half they won't be on the field because it'll just be us.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm looking forward to getting to meet the Vanderbilt Sousas, and the homecoming parade is Saturday morning at 9.
Yep.
So be on the lookout for that, everybody.
Yep. Go down what street is it? Oh, I forget. It's been a while since I've been down there for a homecoming. It's been over 2 years almost at this point.
The parade will be going down Rollins Street, and
Rollins.
then turn on Hitt Street, then turn on University Avenue, and then we'll be going down 9th Street all the way to Broadway,
and
then going down Broadway and turning up Cherry Street.
It's scary. I know exactly where all those roads are from the amount of times I've been in Columbia and at the university. And I've walked a lot of those roads.
I can send you a picture of the route if you want to.
No, I'm well aware what it is.
Yeah.
But, so there you go. If you're in Columbia, if you're heading down to Columbia for the homecoming, go, please, support the Tigers. Because they're going to win this week. They're going to win.
We're going to win.
We're going to win.
And get one game closer to 500.
One game closer. Just one. That's all we need.
And we will make a bowl game. I don't want to only go to New York. I want to go to a bowl game this year, too.
We're also going to Knoxville. Don't forget that.
Yes, the weekend of November 11th through the 13th. We will be in Tennessee for the B-Card takeover, the big-time talkers, Tennessee takeover.
Yeah! Go Tigers! Go Tigers! Ben will be wearing that. I'll have the same thing on. What the laptop and my camera's on right now will be going with us. It's a Mizzou cooler.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a whole bunch of Luther Burden chips. We're supporting only Mizzou stuff. Only Mizzou stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Go Tigers. But that's been this edition of Earning Our Stripes. Mr. Haley, as you saw and heard, he's a Nebraska fan, but he wanted to stick around for the chip review.
Sadly.
Yes, sadly. We will convert him one day. That will happen, Ben.
He will come with us to the Mizzou-Memphis game in St. Louis.
And he will be wearing black and gold.
Hopefully.
Well, I don't think he's going to be wearing blue and silver. I highly doubt it.
I mean, he probably could just show up in a Nebraska jersey.
And get punched by both sides. No, you know what he'll do? He'll show up in Royals gear. As a dig to St. Louis because he hates St. Louis. And then he'll
No, I do too.
Well, yeah, I do as well, but at least we're, that's the one thing us and St. Louis have in common. It's that tiger right there. So.
Rawr.
Never do that again. No. Anyway, you can find, if you feel inclined from that brief amount of time that you got to see him and you don't listen to Big Time Talkers, you can follow Tommy on Twitter at dude_Rex14 on Twitter. The DNR are capitalized. Ben, where can you be found on Twitter?
I can be found at EliteTigerSport1 or EliteTigerSports. The E, the T, and the S are capitalized on YouTube. Watch my game day vlogs. They're on there. I'm doing them for every home game this season.
I don't know how else you're watching this. If you're not already on Elite Tiger Sports YouTube, I don't know how else you're watching this.
Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this, please.
Yes. I can be found at Brock Gorton 99, all one word, B and G capitalized. Follow B Card Entertainment on Twitter at B_card ENT. The B and the C and the E are all capitalized on that one. We have a website. B-Card Entertainment. Follow that and like and join. You can join and log in and become a member and get emails whenever we have articles go up, like a Ben one coming up this week or this month, or
very soon I'll have a new article out on the website.
Yes, or a Macy one, who's one of our other people here at B Card Entertainment, who's doing an article about Jonestown, or a Tommy one where he talks about wrestling, or me, who will be talking about the 2015 playoff run by the Royals. That's 7 years ago. In about 2 weeks. Or about a week. But anyway, we both have the Tigers winning this week. Fingers crossed.
Oh.
Don't lose homecoming. Especially to Vanderbilt.
Please.
Especially to Vanderbilt. I've been Brock Orton.
And I've been Benjamin Duncan.
And slowly but surely, we're earning our stripes. Have a good week, everybody. M-I-Z.
Z-O-U.
M-I-Z!
Z-O-U.
M-I-Z!
Z-O-U. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers!